Welcome to part 41, and I swear to God, we're almost done with this place.
Oh, look, if robots had sexual organs, she would probably be the love interest right now.
Hey, it's the Tropus and Robo-Noser. Like, why didn't we see you the first time we were in this factory?
This is a completely different factory, sire. It just looks the exact same as the other one.
Oh, that's right. Also, Robo's original name is apparently Prometheus.
That's totally not symbolic at all.
Decent movie, though.
Yeah.
At least I remember it being decent. It's been a while since I saw that movie.
I never actually saw it. I heard some. I think my friends told me it was okay.
I remember it getting mixed reviews. But are you ready for 2 bosses in a row? Because you're going to get 2 bosses in a row in this dungeon.
He's like, gotcha, bitch.
Fuck you.
You gotta edit that in, just Dave Chappelle saying, gotcha, bitch.
I'll see if I can find the clip somewhere.
I'll find it and send it to you directly.
Sure, why not?
Though I would suggest cutting me saying, out, gotcha, bitch, as it happened.
Or I can I can overlay it as soon as you say it and just make it louder than your commentary.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, dang, she got him back. Don't worry.
So,
There's like, I got this.
I got this. Tropus, fine, I'll just kick your ass. God, this is totally Dragon Ball.
So which one's Goku and which one's Vegeta?
Neither.
Cool.
I'd say it's more like Gohan versus Piccolo, maybe. I don't know. If you have Uzi Punch, just spam that. She'll die in like 5 hits. Assuming she doesn't heal her. Even if she heals herself, you're hitting her for over 1,000, so go ahead and heal all you want.
I always liked Uzi Punch. It's just like rapid fire rocket punch, essentially.
Yeah, it is definitely his best attack in the game, so...
It's his version of the Gum Gum Jet Gatling. Only with one fist. One Piece.
I'd have to... Except for One Piece came out way after this.
Yeah,
it's another story.
Still, it's just the way I imagine it now. I never imagined it like that. I was like, wow, this looks just like this anime that doesn't exist yet.
This game predates... Chrono Trigger predates One Piece by like 10 years, dude.
Maybe like 5 years. Because I think this came out
like...
93, 94, and One Piece came out in like 98.
Was it? I thought One Piece was early 2000s. I thought it came out around the same time as Naruto, and that's why it was compared to it all the time.
No, it's just it came out in the States in like the 2000s. That's when it got like
the dub came out in 2000. Yeah, but I thought
like the anime itself, the manga itself came out in 98, and then I think it started getting an anime in like 99, 2000.
Yeah. I guess Naruto is newer than I thought it was.
Sort of. I think Naruto came out just a couple years before One Piece did.
I could have sworn Naruto was early 2000.
I think it was like 95 or 97.
It definitely doesn't look like it's an older anime when you watch it.
I can't remember myself. I might have to look it up. Hang on.
I don't know. I was never that big of a fan of either show, to be honest.
Honestly, back in the day, I actually enjoyed Naruto more than One Piece, but that was just because One Piece and the horrible 4Kids dub, so I was just like...
They were both dubbed by 4Kids.
No, Naruto was dubbed by Funimation, I think.
I only assumed it was because they dropped the Japanese intro, and usually 4Kids just made their own openings.
Oh, no, wait, Naruto did come out in 99, so it came out after One Piece.
Thought so.
And the anime itself didn't debut until 2002.
I knew it was in early 2000. Knew it.
Yeah, I fucking knew it. I called it.
Anyway. So, unfortunately, Robo has to kill his girlfriend? ?
Eh.
But we get her ribbon, which ups his speed by 3 and magic defense by 10. Which is why you don't want to use magic tabs on him. Because he's already going to get a huge magic attack boost. So why waste the tabs on him? Now you can use however many you want on him.
And he's only got 20-something magic.
27, but that's still pretty high.
Yep.
That's about as high as Chrono's magic is right now. Might also be almost identical to Magus right now. I think Magus has like 30-ish. I haven't checked his stats in a while, and I've had this game fully recorded for like 2 months.
Yeah.
So,
Meanwhile,
probably longer.
I'm looking at this right now, and One Piece came out in '97, and the anime itself debuted in '99, late 1999.
Okay, that makes sense. So it was probably like a year or two before the Naruto anime.
3 years.
Okay. It's just because Cartoon Network started airing both of them around the same time.
I think it aired Naruto just a few months before One Piece.
Probably.
Because I think at that point, like Fox Box or whatever 4Kids was on back at the time was already dying out. So they're just like, all right, move it to Cartoon Network, Toonami, whatever.
Yeah, because they started getting like all the old Fox Box animes, which is weird, because like the only 4Kids anime that didn't get transferred over to Cartoon Network was Card Captors, and that surprises me.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
That's like the only decent 4Kids dub that I've ever seen. Granted, that's because I've never actually seen the original dub, the original thing of Cardcaptor Sakura, and for all I know, the original version of Card Captors is a million times better than the 4Kids dub, only because it's not the 4Kids dub.
But still, that's gotta be a testament. Like, if even after you know how much you don't really like 4Kids, you still enjoy Cardcaptor Sakura and its dub form.
I don't even remember if I liked Cardcaptor. Like, I watched it, but that was like way back when anime just started. So it's like it was on for like a month, and then I forgot about it, and then it disappeared.
I remember I used to watch that a lot. I always just kept waiting for like the new episode that came out like later that week. And I'm just like, yeah. It's like
I think I was watching Pokemon at that time, so I just kind of didn't realize that Card Captors was a thing.
Man, I watched them all. I was watching anime before I even realized it was anime, and like the first one I actually acknowledged as an anime was Dragon Ball Z.
Same here.
And then then I realized afterwards, like, wait a minute, Pokemon was anime. Card Captors was anime.
I knew Pokemon was anime. I think the show that made me not realize that it was anime at first was Yu-Gi-Oh, because the dub was so awful that it made me think that it was America trying to be anime.
Hey, you cannot deny the voice that is Dan Green.
It's not just Dan Green. It's more just because when Yu-Gi-Oh! GX came out like 5 years later, and I realized they still like reused some of the old characters, I'm like, wait, Yu-Gi-Oh! Really was an anime? Because the dub made it seem so bad.
Oh god, Chrono's dying. Not anymore.
Oh yeah, I kind of got exploded on. Also, for people watching this, if you like the 4Kids dub of Yu-Gi-Oh!, that's perfectly fine.
It had its moments.
I know there's plenty of people that like the 4Kids dub of Yu-Gi-Oh!
If only because of how horrible it is. I mean, like, it's like hammy as shit, and it's like a really big mix of bad and good ham.
I'd actually, though the weird thing is, I actually prefer watching the first season over GX, because GX just made it so much worse.
Well, what's wrong with extreme dueling at a school and all that whatnot?
And still the power of friendship trope times 200. Like, they somehow made the friendship trope worse in GX, if that's even possible.
If it's any consolation, though, the last half of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX actually gets really fucking dark.
I think they stopped dubbing it at that point, so I never saw the end of it.
No,
also,
I think because there's... Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you need both Poyoza dolls to open this door, and maybe this really is Metroid, because now we're fighting Mother Brain.
Who's looking a lot more beautiful this time around, instead of, brainy.
Well, maybe it's Super Metroid Mother Brain. She had a body.
Eh.
I know it's probably been years since you played Super Metroid, but come on.
Dude, it's a brain in a vat. This is no brain in a vat.
No, but Super Metroid Mother Brain had a body.
Yeah, but it's a brain.
She got a cybernetic body. Somehow she made the space pirates make her a new body.
It's like maybe me not having a robotic body that could fuck shit up like a dinosaur was a bad idea.
Or maybe it was Nintendo going, hey, that Krang character in TMNT was cool. Let's actually give our character a body that actually looks badass. Suck it, 80s. Even though the 80s Turtles was amazing, by the way.
Yep.
Anyway, this is the Mother Brain. And she also has these 3 monitors. There's you want to get rid of the monitors because they can heal her multiple times. And that's really obnoxious. You thought just healing once was bad. Healing 3 times in a row. It also can power up her attacks.
So you gotta at least appreciate that they show off the healing at first instead of waiting until you've done a shit ton of damage.
Yeah. You can charm stuff from the monitors. That's why I'm trying to do that first. You can also use hypnosis on the monitors to put them to sleep. Don't ask me how that works. Don't ask me how that works. I don't know either. But it's like the only time in a boss battle where hypnosis actually works, so...
May as well put it to use.
Also, I really wish I had a way to keep Robo from getting confused. Come on, I know you have an item. Just give it to me.
No.
Like, if you can just get the hypnosis to work on all 3 monitors, there we go. Then you pretty much won. I mean, Mother Brain can attack your entire party, but you can deal with that.
Could you imagine if you actually made Mother Brain herself just fall asleep? You're like, what? How? Why? You're a horrible computer.
That would be the most broken thing ever. Triple kick. That's already weird enough that we're fighting a hologram that's somehow physical. I mean, I guess it's like... I mean, there we go. Now all 3 of them, now they're all put to sleep. Thank God. Hey, I mean, at least with Mega Man X, even though Sigma's a computer virus, he at least has a physical form he can beat up.
Yeah.
This is literally just a projection of a computer virus.
Oh, that was easy.
And she's already dead. Easiest sub-boss ever. Well, side quest boss, I should say. I think that's just because Robo and Ayla are just that broken.
Yeah, triple kick really does a shit ton. And Uzi Punch.
Yeah, with Uzi Punch doing 2,000 and triple kick doing 6,000. So there you got Robo's 2 best weapons, technically?
I mean, one of them is more like, isn't it where if the lower your health, the more damage you do?
Yes, it's actually based off of the 3rd digit of your HP.
Oh, yeah. It's like the lower the number of your 3rd digit, the higher your damage, I think.
No, it's actually backwards.
Oh, okay.
If his HP ends in a 9, you can do shit tons of damage. So it's like, if his HP ends in a 9, he can do like 2,300 damage with a normal hit.
Attack changes below 10 HP. It's like, that's a real weird way of phrasing it.
Yeah, that's the translation problem. It makes it imply that you have to be in the single tens,
digits.
But that's actually meaning that actually just means the last 2 digits of your HP.
Or rather, the last digit itself.
Yes. So if the last digit of your health is at 9, then you can do like
essentially
not even max damage. You can hit like 10,000. You can hit like over 1,000 or like 1,500 with a normal hit. It's kind of like I can't think of it. Well, I can't actually think of any other RPG that changes your attack power based on your HP.
Yeah, this is really the only one I can think of at the moment.
besides this.
Yeah.
What's that?
No, I meant this is the only one.
Oh. Well, it's a risk versus reward thing because you just have to assume that Robo's never going to get hit.
If you keep him at a number that just says 9 at the end of it, hey, you're fine.
True. But it's not worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll still use Robo on occasion. But now that his side quest is done, I'm usually not using him anymore. Like, I'll use him when I go through... I'll use everybody when I'm going through the Black Omen, because there's points where they're all worth using.
Right.
And now, I think... Yeah, I think I'm going for the Rainbow Shell now. Otherwise, I wouldn't have Marl in my party.
Nah. I usually save the Rainbow... I usually save the Rainbow Shell one for last. Usually because of the significance of it.
I'm trying to remember exactly which one I'm doing. Well, we'll figure it out when we see exactly what time period I'm going to.
Actually, I think the one I usually do after this is like the Sunstone one.
That might be what I'm doing, because that's the one that takes the longest out of all of them. For multiple reasons. One of them being it's the most obnoxious boss in the game. Especially if you don't know how to deal with him. Oh my fucking god. Let me guess, when you first did it, you didn't get the elemental armors, did you?
Nope, I wasn't even aware of them.
Yeah. Yeah. For that boss, if you don't have the red mail, you are fucked.
I think you actually, if I remember skimming through this properly, you do end up fighting him in this part.
Probably, yeah, because you fight him in. Yeah, we're gonna go fight him because you fight him in 2300. Yep, we're gonna go fight the Son of Sun and go to get the Sunstone so that we can get Luca's best weapon.
Aw, man.
Which sucks, because really, Luca shouldn't need a new weapon. Her specialty is magic. Her physical attack means nothing.
Plus, she could just... I don't even know, man.
I mean, to be fair, her ultimate weapon is pretty damn good, but it's so RNG-based, it's not worth it. And you know damn well what I'm talking about.
Yeesh.
Which is why if I ever use her, I'm using magic. I'm not using physical attacks. I think this is what I'm trying to decide. Okay, I know who I'm going against. So what party do I go with?
Who gets the ruby vest?
And man, I wish this was a new game plus, so I had 2 red mails right now. I mean, to be fair, this boss to be fair, everything gets easier, but this particular boss becomes ridiculously easy on New Game Plus.
Well, that's a given. It's New Game Plus, and you have extra stuff filed over.
Well, that's when I'm not even saying, level-wise, because level-wise doesn't really matter with this boss. In New Game Plus, you can have 3 red mails, and then he'll never hurt you. But yeah, this is the boss that my brother got stuck on for a week. One of the only times in this entire game where I actually saw him get, nearly rage quit.
For good reason, too.
This is the Son of Sun.
Like that pun there, because it's a really fucking stupid pun.
Well, it's Son of the Sun in the regular translation.
I know, it's just shit.
This boss is completely RNG based.
You just gotta hit you gotta hit the flames in order to do something to this boss, and if you hit the wrong one, well,
counterattack
every single time.
But if you have red, and he shuffles around the flames every few turns,
so just
which means
even less chance to actually hit the right one.
Now, if you have if you have a ruby vest, if you have the ruby mail and the red mails, then notice how much less damage I'm taking. For one, I'm also getting healed. Now, if you don't have the red mail or the ruby vest, you are fucked. because this boss is going to murder you in like 3 hits.
Yep.
There is a way, like, there is another way you can technically make this a little easier, but there's a chance you can glitch it out, and you'd have to wait for things to change. You can use Magus and have him use Black Hole, which sucks up 2 of the 4 flames, or 2 of the 5 flames. But if one of the flames you get rid of is the one you were supposed to damage, then you're screwed because you have to wait for him to recharge it. And it comes back every time he does the roulette.
God.
And I'm just getting extremely unlucky here because every time I'm hitting him, nothing's working. There we go.
Finally. Jesus.
That's how you can fight him the normal way, but it takes forever.
Because he has absurdly high defenses.
Ow. Sorry, Ayla.
And yep. She's like the only one that doesn't have any fire defense, so she's taking the most damage.
And unfortunately I can't get around to that because I didn't have any other... I mean, I could have given her the red mail, or the red No, I could have given her the red... No, because I gave Marl the red mail. Yeah.
Why are you shuffling in the middle of our attack initiation?
Because it was his turn.
Man, fuck his turn. I want all the turns.
I mean, there's another way you can make this easier. You can turn active time battle off.
No.
But that's cheating.
It's essentially cheating.
And it's not going to stop him from,
nuking your whole fucking party?
Or using the roulette shuffle, which is the reason why this takes so long.
Yeah, see, and this is what I was alluding to, I think, in the previous part. Where, like, there's a certain boss that always annoys the crap out of me. This is it.
Yes, I can understand why. It's not even the fact that the boss is hard. It's the fact that it can be either the shortest boss battle ever, or the longest one, depending on how the game wants to cooperate with you.
Yep. I'm pretty sure there is, like, a pretty dang good strategy on what to do against this boss, but like, going at this your first time, and then you're trying to figure out which one's the right flame, and just, like, I don't even know. I used to think there was some way to figure out which one's the right one, but no, it's just random.
It is. I mean, it's to the point where, like, if it was the top flame earlier, even if does a roulette shuffle, there's a chance that it'll still be the top flame. It's a very low chance that it'll be the same flame, but it can happen.
It could, but still, I'm like, eh.
Ow.
And Isla's dying again. Well, not dying, but you know what I mean.
I can't really get around that.
Man, I know. Just give everyone haste.
Yeah, that's the other thing I can say. It's just give everybody haste because this guy is super fast.
God damn.
Ow. And this also goes down to, it doesn't matter who you have in your party. It doesn't matter how strong you are, because you're going to be doing the same amount of damage no matter what.
I know it's because you gave her that armor, but I just love how Luca's the only one that hasn't taken a single hit point of damage, and it's awesome.
That's why this can be the easiest boss in the game, because if you're doing New Game Plus and everyone has a red mail, this guy can't hurt you.
I know, but then, like, if you want to get one for everyone, you'd have to, like, do 2 New Game Pluses.
At least just one, because you can have two red mails and 1 red vest. Sure, you won't be absorbing the damage, but you'll at least take half damage.
Nah, man, I want to just negate it outright.
Well, fine. Play through the game 3 times.
Okay, I've done it before.
Bye, Ayla. Sorry.
No, seriously, I have done it before. the DS version, at least, because I think.
No, I believe you.
Yeah, because
Did
like
you
I
get
was
all 12.
I was trying. Yeah, I went for all.
endings?
I went for all the endings. I went for every single item. The only ones I didn't get were the ones that were tied to the Arena of Ages. That was exclusive to the DS version, but that was more trouble than it was worth. So I was like, screw it. I 100%ed it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're playing the original version, or like the Super Nintendo or the PS1 version, there's only 10 endings, but they added 2 endings to the DS version.
Not to mention they added like 2 dungeons. Like one that you could get through on your first playthrough, and another one that you need to do on New Game Plus to get access.
Yeah, I've never played the DS version. I've heard it's okay. Okay, and he's dead.
Finally.
It's a shame that I didn't have Ayla alive to get the experience, but
Antipode 2 and 3.
2
God,
and 3.
Jesus,
There,
mother.
I finally got your favorite double tech.
Show them off. I don't know.
I will. I will.
No, do it now. Screw it. I know it's post commentary, but do it now. No.
I can't.
It's physically
Well,
impossible.
Actually, I could in post. I could just I can just find a video, splice it in there. But
No. No. That would ruin it.
that'd ruin the. I know that Antipode 3 is your favorite triple tech.
Just Antipode in general. The whole series is just... It's great.
It's fantastic. It's one of the few actually, like, to be fair, all the triple techs are really good, but I think Antipode's probably the best of them all. in terms of just power in general. Because technically Magus's triple techs are the most powerful, but
Oh, it's
They're
technically
so
it's a moonstone. Alright, let's go evolve Eevee. No, I don't think that's how it works.
yeah, I don't think you use a moonstone on Eevee to get Espeon.
Actually, I think it would be Umbreon.
Wait, no, it's not Espeon. It's what's the dark type Eevee?
Umbreon.
That's what it is. What, you don't want your Nidoqueen or Nidoking?
No.
But Nidoking is like the second best ground type in all of Gen 1. Which isn't saying a lot because ground types suck in Gen 1.
I'm just trying to remember, what do you use the Sunstone on?
I don't know, I didn't really play much past Gen 2. I mean, I did play X and Y.
Because the only ones I could think of in Gen 2 that probably needed the Sunstone was like that one Sunflower Pokemon.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Like one of the most useless chains of evolution I've ever seen. It's like, oh, it goes from a seed to like a flower to an even bigger flower. Okay, that's fine. At least I remember
Also,
it being 3 chains, but I can't remember.
This is one of the 3 times in this game where time travel actually affects the plot. The as we mentioned, we found the Sunstone, but it's got no energy, so now it's technically the Moonstone. So what we have to do is bring the Moonstone back to the Sun Keep in the past, so that it can power itself back up again.
And we mean like way back in the past.
Yeah, it's gonna take at least 65 million years for it to power itself back up.
Just to give you an indication.
And this is the only problem I have with this part, is remembering exactly where the Sun Keep is in every era, because it changes every time.
It's usually on the top right of like the map, but I can't really remember off the top of my head.
It's more because every time you use the epoch to go to another time period, you don't stop directly where you originally started from before.
Nah.
So it's like, hey, I warped to this time period from the Sun Keep, but now I'm on the exact opposite end of the world map where the Sun Keep is in 65 million. Why, game? Now I have to go all the way around the world to get to the Sun Keep again.
I think the only indication you have is that like the Sun Keep is usually just like a lone island with a cave. That's it.
Yeah. But there's so many lone cave islands in 65 million that it gets confusing sometimes.
There's nothing but ocean. Oh, hey, we're back.
Thank God the world is a circle. Or maybe not. Maybe the fact that the world is circular is making me what's making me confused, because I keep going in the same direction and not getting to where the island is.
No,
there it is.
Is it? Okay, yeah. Well,
no, that's not it. That's the Reptite lair. It looks like the Sun Keep.
Shit. And now we just circled back around.
That's my point.
All these squares make a circle.
God damn it.
Oh,
there it is.
Oh.
It's in the top right corner over there. I flew completely around it.
You just keep flying up. And now you're on the bottom again.
Yeah, see? That's the problem. You loop through this map so fast that it's like, this is the one time where I really wish this game had a
Now
mini
go
map.
left.
Right.
Oh, right, left, it doesn't matter. It's all a circle.
I mean, technically, if I went left, I'd get there faster. But fuck it. I didn't want to accidentally go too far north and having to loop around again.
How dare you not use speedrun strats in a game where you're playing through it casually?
If I were speedrunning, I would have gotten to the Sun Keep like 5 minutes ago. Well, like 2 minutes ago. There. Now this is the easy part.
Though I think,
Now
if
we
I
just
remember
have to-
correctly, isn't it that like something happens and then we have to find it again?
Yes.
Eh.
But it's fine. We're going to finish this entire side quest by the end of this part, so it's not going to take too terribly long. Chrono, I think I was just debating if I wanted to switch party members there for some reason, and then I decided, fuck it.
Nah.
Probably because I know what... It's because I know what I'm going to get once I get the Sunstone. So, like, I know I got to keep Luca in my party because she's the one that gets the item. Which is why I said it's weird, because technically Luca feels like she gets 2 side quests.
Sort of.
One of which she kind of piggybacks off of Robo, which we already did. Back when we saved her mom from breaking her legs.
Yep.
And now this is her official side quest, so it's like, the fuck, why does Luca get 2 side quests?
Now it's slightly to the left.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, I know. Geographic distortions and stuff.
Which kind of makes me think, you know, Square probably had a bitch of a time recreating this map 4 times.
So yeah, if you thought it was going to be as easy just traveling all the way to the distant future, nah.
Unless it was like RPG Maker, where you just copy paste and then just shift it slightly to the left. I did that all the time when I was making maps in RPG Maker. Just like highlight the whole map, copy paste. Like, hey, now I have a dark world of my main world map.
Yeah, just slightly to the left. Fuck yeah.
And then I just switch all the tile palettes to a different color. Everybody else does palette swaps. Why shouldn't I?
Even Nintendo does palette swaps. Look at Zelda.
Fuck, RPG Maker wants you to do palette swaps because 90% of the shit they give you is palette swaps.
Not to mention, like, they only give you, like, the base enemies. So it's like, yo, you have a bat, and you can just kind of recolor into a blue bat, which is obviously stronger.
Or a purple. Well, you'd have to make it stronger.
Yeah.
So, like, you could actually change the tab. So anyway, every time we go back in time, so like we have to come back to the Sun Palace and check on the Sunstone, and it's getting stronger every time. So it's there in 600 AD. So in about 400 years it should be fully charged. So let's go to 1000 AD. Come on, I know it's the PS2 version, or the PS1 version. So there we go. Okay, that should mean it's fully charged up in 1000 AD, right? Let's just go get it. Come on, game, load faster. And it's gone. Fuck.
Now the hunt begins. Finding out who.
Well, I kind of skipped a scene. They expected you to go into the future to look for it.
Yeah, you go into the future, you find out it's gone, then you have to go back a little further.
Like, you're technically supposed to go to the future first because you put it there in 65 million and you go, okay, in the future it's going to be fully charged, right? So you go in the future and it's not there. So then you have to go and figure out, okay, when did it get taken? Then you come back to 1000 AD and that's when you find out, well, someone in this area took it. And gee, I wonder where the fuck it is.
Never heard of it.
And then this is when I realized, oh shit, I forgot to do this part of the side quest. Oh!
I hate my dad.
Damn it! I forgot to get the jerky!
God.
Which means I have to go back to 600 AD again and get the fucking jerky! And give it to him in the past!
I just like how that one daughter was just saying, I hate my dad. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
The person I hate the most, my dad, because he's a dick.
That's horrible.
And everyone in town hates the mayor too because he's a dick.
He's a dick because he ain't got his jerky, man.
No, his past self from 300 years ago didn't get his goddamn jerky. But that's the thing that's screwy. That's the thing that screwed me up about this, because you can't get the jerky in 600 AD. You can only get the jerky in 1000 AD. And if I had remembered to do that like 5 parts ago, this wouldn't have been an issue.
The kind of irony. So it's kind of like a paradox of sorts. Barely.
Oh, it is a paradox. Like I said, this is one of the few times where time travel actually affects the plot. Because I didn't get the jerky to him before, I just jump cut because fuck it. Because I didn't get the jerky before, I couldn't get the sunstone there, because the sunstone is clearly in there, but he's not gonna give it to me because he's a jerk. So now I got the jerky in 1000 AD, and I have to go back to 600 AD and give him the jerky then, so that way his ancestor teaches his family that sharing is a good thing, and then you go back. It makes sense. Also, I don't know why I'm going to Guardia Castle. I'm not supposed to be here.
You probably thought that you didn't get the jerky, so you're trying to get it from the chef here?
Maybe I did. I think you can get the jerky twice.
Well, I mean, you got the jerky from the guy at the store.
I think I'm thinking of a different I think I'm thinking of something completely different. Oh, I'm thinking of Morrow's side quest. That's why I'm here. I'm screwing myself over by thinking ahead.
Yeah.
Not to mention Morrow's side quest is in 1000 AD, not 600.
Yeah, it makes a lot more sense.
That, or I'm coming back here because I forgot a... did I? Oh, I did. I forgot a black chest.
Ah, there it is.
So which one did I miss? There's the red vest! Motherfucker! I forgot to come back and get the red vest! Oh, that would have been so much help. That would have been a lot more helpful a boss battle ago. Damn it, Destiny!
God damn.
How did I forget? How the fuck did I forget to get the red vest? And now it doesn't matter. And I came back here. It's like, that also means I forgot to get these. No wonder I was having so much trouble. I forgot the black vest. I forgot the white vest. And the blue vest. I got all the males, but I forgot to come back and get the vests.
God damn, dude.
I don't know how I forgot to do that. Either that or I got them in a recording earlier and I forgot to save. But no. Oh, God. Anyways. After all that shit, next part we're gonna give the guy his goddamn jerky so we can go back and get the sunstone.
It makes it makes sense in context.
It
trust
does.
me.
It does. We would have done it now until we would have done it in this part until I realized, shit, I forgot to get the vests.
It's just like, it's the weirdest thing. Like, if you tried explaining to someone that knows nothing about Chrono Trigger, it's like, now we gotta give jerky to this guy in the past so that you can get a stone in the future. It's like, what? That's
not the part that bothers me. How did I not get the vests? Damn it!